Dum 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 dum. Good day. Good day, Earthlings. Good day, Kim Danky. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Waiting on Mrs. Shibboleth as usual. Good day, everyone. We will get started in just a few moments. Can everyone hear me? I know that I operate at a very high frequency and vibration of love, joy, and peace. So you will have to match my energy and vibration in order to hear Mr. Shibboleth. Mrs. Shibboleth is having a difficult time adjusting to the frequency and vibrancy needed for this transmission. There she is. She must have centered herself and found love, joy, and peace and prosperity. Nanu, nanu. Where does that come from? Nanu, nanu. It's trivia tonight. Nanu, nanu. Hello, Mrs. Shibboleth.
Hello, Mr. Shibboleth. I am ashamed to tell you that I had to come back to planet Earth for a little while. So I am I'm about to come on the video, but I am looking for my super suit.
Get your super suit on, woman. Woman, where's my super suit? Where's my super suit?
Freeze.
This makes me want to watch The Incredibles after work tonight.
I know. Good one. I am here, so I am here and listening if you want to start, but I'm gonna see if I can't find my super suit, or at least okay, gotcha, my backup plan, but I may have to just exist on planet Earth while we finish up this.
Well, we'll have to demonstrate the will of destiny. So I'm really shocked at you, Mrs. Shibboleth. You are already acclimating to the Earthlings' behaviors.
I know. I cannot do that. Be so silly as to not pay attention to to leave my super suit. That's not cool.
Will of destiny, and we shall begin. Hello all, my name is Mr. Shibboleth. I am from the planet Shibboleth. You are here because you have begun to dial in to the frequency and the vibration of love, joy, peace, and self-discipline. You had forgotten who you were, but you are starting to remember again. You're starting to remember your authentic self. You're starting to remember all that you are, all that you can be, all that you are capable of. You have a superpower. Every one of you has a superpower. Every superhero has this superpower. It is the most grand superpower of them all. It allows you to be successful in every area of your life if you exhibit it with patience, consistency, and persistence. That is self-discipline, something that is very lacking on the planet Earth. Many people are operating in a very low frequency, very low vibration, and they have forgotten about their superpower. It starts with love of self, love of others, love, joy, and peace. You all worship the same God that we do here on planet Shibboleth, Yeshua. Yeshua, yes, he is the way, he is the truth, he is the life. And all we have to do to be successful is to imitate Yeshua, and we will develop the same superpowers that he has. And we will exhibit the fruit that he exhibited: love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, goodness, meekness, faith, and yes, discipline, self-control. And that's what this 1 week challenge is all about. Does everyone have a notepad? Does everybody have a notepad, pencil, or pen? Unlike your brothers and sisters on planet Shibboleth who have about 80% of their brain use, you only have about 3%. Hello, Millie Waters. We have been watching you. You haven't always perceived that we were there because we operate at a little different frequency and vibration. But those of you that have been getting close to our frequency and vibration of love, joy, and peace and discipline, you have often heard me whispering in your ear. You thought that I was an angel on your shoulder. It usually sounds something like the following: lock it down and rip off the knob. It often sounds like this: stay away from that. That's the fat bus. So yes, Mr. Shibboleth and Mrs. Shibboleth, we've always been there. You just haven't been able to get in the frequency and vibration that you needed to get into to see us. How many of you have heard Mr. Shibboleth whispering at your ear at the El Nepal or the Cracker Barrel? Darla has. That means she's almost there. She's locking it down and she's ripping off the knob. Okay, everybody, this is a very, very robust challenge. There's a lot of notes to take or not. I will send you class notes tomorrow, but I want to encourage you to take screenshots if you want to get a jump start on this. Mr. Shibboleth will be sending you class notes tomorrow. We'll be finalizing everything tomorrow so that you can prepare for the August the 1st challenge. But please take screenshots so that you can get a jump start on things tonight. Everybody ready? All right, we're going to get this party started. Oh, whoa, looking good, Mrs. Shibboleth. That makes Daddy want to come home. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I shouldn't say that. Hate it when that happens.
Well, this is my transport.
Are you sure that your name is not Trinity? Ah, Trinity can travel frequency to frequency too, can't she?
This is my transport between, the planet's outfit.
I like it. I like it. It suits you well, Mrs. Shibboleth. How about a round of applause for Mrs. Shibboleth making weight loss and wellness fun, working so hard behind the scenes? All right.
It is fun. All right, I'm muting myself. Go ahead. Go for it. You got it.
What we have put together tonight is probably worth $1,000. $1,000, at least 1,000. But anyway, we're not doing that because we want to operate in the frequency and vibration of love. Amen. So we need you to move over into that frequency and vibration too. Mr. Shibboleth and Mrs. Shibboleth is going to do our very best to support you for 7 days in a row with all the love, care, support, and knowledge that you can imagine. But here is the challenge in a nutshell, and then we will demonstrate. We will demonstrate. Somebody would, if you don't mind helping Sheila, I don't know if she's on a Mac or a PC, she's asking for a tutorial on screen shooting. But nevertheless, if you can't screen shoot it, we have it recorded right now. So you'll be able to watch it right after this class, and then you'll get class notes tomorrow. All right, here we go. So in a nutshell, here is the challenge. For 7 days, you can do anything for 7 days. We are to remind you of your authentic and true self, all that you are and all that you can be. And that requires developing, I should say redeveloping, your superpower, self-discipline. Are you ready? So on your planet, self-discipline seems painful at first, but with patience later, it yields the fruitful peace of righteousness, my friends. There's nothing like self-discipline. It may seem like it weighs ounces, but it's much better than regret that weighs a ton. We're going to take 1 day at a time for 7 days, and we are going to develop our superpowers. I remember when I was working with Superman, he kept trying to exercise his self-discipline, and fire would shoot out of his eyes. It took him a while to figure it out. He finally figured out he didn't have to shoot fire out of his eyes. He didn't have to do any of that to defeat all of his enemies. All he needed was a little self-discipline. So for 7 days, I will dictate what you eat. And here's how we'll do that. There will be, depending on the challenge that you partake in, there's 3 different challenges that you can partake in, that you can decide on depending on your leanings. I should say 3 different meal plans. But we'll get to that in a moment. So there will be a wheel of destiny. And each day before the next day, you will spin the wheel of destiny. And depending on the pathway that you select, superhero, it will land on a wow challenge. And when that wheel of destiny lands on that wow challenge, you will have to partake in that wow challenge the next day. You will not have an option. If you do not partake, if you do not utilize that wow challenge, on the honor system, you must tap out. You will have to tap out. Understood? We're going to go over it thoroughly, but this is the gist of it. The will dictate which wow challenge that you do. So you should choose your path wisely. Now, if it lands on a wow challenge that you absolutely want no part of, or you do not have the inventory to partake in that wow challenge the next day, you will have alternate wow challenges that you can utilize in its stead. Now, tonight, you will have to pre-select your alternate wow challenge. You have to select it. Actually, you have to select it before the challenge. I keep forgetting. Sorry, Mrs. Shibboleth. Most of their people start challenges on Monday, but we're starting this one on a Tuesday, on the August the 1st full moon. So this is when the challenge begins, the August the 1st full moon. So on Monday, you will either choose the alternate wow challenge for Tuesday that you have pre-selected, or you will spin the wheel of destiny and you will have to utilize that wow challenge. It will be up to you. However, you must spin the wheel at least 5 times in the 7-day period. You cannot use the alternate wow challenge every single day. You must at least spin the wheel 5 times during that week. Is that understood, everybody? This will all be in your class notes. Now, the first order of business is for everyone to select an alternate wow challenge. Are you ready? You'll need to write these down. It'll be real easy to do. Are you ready? You will only have 2 eating episodes on your alternate Wow Challenge day. This is when you've refused to do the Wheel of Destiny selection. God orders your steps through the wheel, and you decide, he's casting lots, and you decide not to do that Wow Challenge. You must do this one that you select before next Tuesday. Everybody ready? Here we go. So, eating episode 1 has to be one or the other. Here we go. Kettle and fire bone broth, or, this is your first eating episode of the day, by the way. So choose wisely. You only get 2 eating episodes. First one of the day, kettle and fire bone broth. Health-wise high protein soup, 2 packages. Health-wise hot chocolate mixed with cocoa ringa or by itself. Advanced Health Systems pancakes, up to 2 packages with sugar-free syrup. A Mighty Muffin, a Power Crunch bar, Simply Fit nut clusters with unsweetened almond milk, and a tablespoon of hemp flakes, 1/3 of a hemp bar, or 1 cup of berries with or without 2 tablespoons of hemp flakes. Did you all hear at least one eating episode that you would do there? Because you need to write that one down. That's going to be yours. You are coming up with your own alternate Wow Challenge tonight. So everybody's got one. Is there anyone that does not have one before we go? Because now we're going to the ebook that I wrote for you today. Sheila does not have one. Sheila, are you saying to Mr. Shibboleth that you don't like kettle and fire bone broth, or Health-wise hot chocolate, Health-wise high protein soup, Health-wise hot chocolate and cocoa ringa, pancakes, Mighty Muffin, Power Crunch bar, Simply Fit nut clusters, 1/3 hemp bar, 1 cup berries? You like none of that. She's got one now. Okay. Next. Are we ready for the next one? Okay. Now, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. Mr. Shibboleth went to work, Mrs. Shibboleth. Anytime on any Wow Challenge that you see Mr. Shibboleth's recipe book, you will know that it's talking about this list. Now, whatever you selected as your first eating episode, you have to choose one recipe from this list to go along with it. You will not be able to mix it up. Once you choose your alternate Wow Challenge, that's what it will be. But you have more than 40 recipes here to choose from. This will be your second and last eating episode of the day. Is that understood, everybody? Here we go. Recipe is thoroughly written out for you. Shrimp tacos with cauliflower rice, black beans, and pico de gallo. You can see that recipe on my profile from a day ago. It was delicious. All the instructions are written out expertly for you. Lemon herb grilled chicken, shrimp stir fry, beef and broccoli, spinach and feta stuffed chicken, zucchini noodles with pesto and grilled chicken, lemon dill salmon, spicy turkey lettuce wraps, baked tofu and vegetable stir fry, Mexican spice chicken skewers, herb roasted pork tenderloin, spaghetti, creamy fettuccine, ham and Swiss open-faced melt, turkey club lettuce wrap, spicy ham and veggie stack, turkey and avocado BLT. Before I get further, can someone thank Mr. Shibboleth for all of his hard work? Have you ever known such energy and vitality exhibited? Have you ever known such energy, love, joy, and peace exhibited to others?
When you are put to the test, Mr. Shibboleth. You show up.
Go try and find this with Noom or Weight Watchers, my friends.
No, you won't.
Turkey and avocado BLT, turkey Caesar wrap, ham and Swiss pinwheels, chicken salad wrap, turkey bacon and avocado wrap, ham apple and cheddar wrap, classic PB&J protein boost, peanut butter and banana wrap, peanut butter and apple sandwich, peanut butter and Greek yogurt toast, peanut butter and berry wrap, lean turkey Cobb salad, London broiled and roasted vegetable salad, ham and cheese chef salad, Asian inspired turkey salad, London broiled spinach salad, honey mustard dressing for your salad. You don't have to choose that alone. Just put you some salad dressings in there. Catalina dressing, ranch dressing, blue cheese dressing, Italian dressing, heartwarming chicken soup, Italian minestrone soup, protein packed berry smoothie, chocolate banana shake, tropical paradise smoothie, cinnamon roll shake, mocha frappe shake. So, in summary, when you choose your alternate WOW plan, you will choose one eating episode from the first list I gave you and a second eating episode from that list that I just went over. Is that understood how you will select your alternate WOW for the 7-day period? You will not be able to adjust for 7 days, and you can only use it 2 days during the week. So choose carefully the days that you decide to use it. Make sure when you spin that wheel of destiny, it's really a meal plan that you don't like. Now, in some of the new WOW challenges that the Wheel of Destiny might point to, at times you will see reference Mr. Shibboleth's recipe. That meant from that recipe ebook there that I have created. Is that understood? Now, at this time, Mrs. Shibboleth will demonstrate the planet Shibboleth Wheel of Destiny while I drink my happy juice.
Okay, let me just take a look. Chris asked about the inventory. Do we know ahead which WOWs are on the wheel? And yes, we will show you tonight some of them, and then you'll be able to go and look at them if you go ahead and sign up for the challenge. I apologize for that background noise. There's somebody trying to get in my earth over here. You'll be able to look at them, and you'll be able to look at them probably tomorrow. I don't know what you're sending out tomorrow, but I assume that Mr. Shibboleth will have these laid out somewhere.
Class notes like I do every time, and anybody that will spend time reading, that seems to be a problem on planet Earth. Unfortunately for them, they have not yet evolved, and they can't telepathically speak and download information like we're doing right now.
So, okay. And Joyce said, I don't like any of those. So I'm not sure when she said that. It might have been before you got the end, because you gave a lot of options there. So
if Joyce doesn't like any of the 45 options, I would skip this challenge. That's what I would do for this challenge.
Right.
We would love to have Joyce with us, but we understand she doesn't like those 45 options. We do understand. And God bless you.
Right.
We'll catch you on the next challenge.
Right. And then on the tub of hot chocolate, what is one serving episode? Stephanie asks.
One serving is 1 packet of the Health-Wise hot chocolate. You can match that with a Cocoa Ringa packet if you like.
I think she's got the tub, and it's 1 scoop,
That
isn't
is
it?
1 scoop. One scoop is 1 packet.
1 scoop is 1 packet.
Correct. Because it comes in a tub and it comes in a packet. 1 packet's 1 serving, 1 scoop's 1 serving.
All right. So, Vicki, Yes, we'll have this ready for you so you can watch it later, watch it tomorrow, so that you can do this. And then Miss Ashley has a question. So if we spin the wheel and it lands on something that we don't eat, then I eat what I pick from the first list, right? And yes, from the,
Correct.
go ahead.
Yes, you will have and we will be doing explainers all week long to make sure that you're prepared for your flight to planet Shibboleth. So no worries, as long as you engage, you won't have a problem being ready for next Tuesday. You will come up with your own alternate wow challenge. Your first eating episode of the day has to be one from that first list. It's very much controlled so that you have to employ discipline. And your second eating episode will come from one of those recipes. Now, you do not have to do the recipe exactly. You just can't add to it. You can take away from it, can't add to it. Example, if it says grilled chicken skewers, you don't have some of the seasonings, you don't have to use them. You don't want to eat the broccoli that goes with it, you don't have to. But you must put together your own alternate wow challenge that you can opt to when you have those days that the wheel of destiny orders you in a direction you just are not mentally prepared to go.
All right, very good.
This is a discipline challenge. This is not a coddling challenge. We are going to go through a boot camp so that we can exercise self-discipline and become more self-disciplined people. Would you please demonstrate the wheel of destiny?
I think you need to enable the screen share, please, sir.
Keep forgetting that here on planet Earth, I do not have my normal powers. You're disappearing back there, Mrs.
Not sure. I know that it's something.
You can always, Shirley Graham, have one meal. You do not have to eat 2 meals. In fact, eating air like this is always approved. Always approved. Eating air, never a problem.
Right. That's right. All right. So let me share my screen here, and I'm going to show you how the wheel is going to work. That's my job here. So let me, all righty, we're ready to go here. Okay. Now, can you see my Bella, the bell pepper?
I can see it.
Wow challenge. Okay. So when you're in the challenge tab, when you've signed up for the challenge, you'll be able to click on, let me just back this up one screen here. These are actually some older videos, and I apologize, we're going to move those out and add some new ones. But this particular challenge, I'm just using this as a demo. So when you go to your resources in your challenge, my goodness, I clicked a lot of buttons. You're going to go back to, let's just do it this way. I apologize, I should have done this. All right, once you have signed up, you're going to click this red bar, go to challenge resources. The day before, you want to do a wow challenge. And you are going to be able to see here a wow challenge tab. Here, you'll be able to see the wheel. Now, what you can also see here is all of the possibilities. You can open each one and take a look at what's on it before you opt into this one in particular. We have a lot of opportunities here. So you've got, now you must be prepared to do the one that you choose or that the wheel chooses for you. If you get 15,000 steps, then you can spin the wheel again, but you must earn that right to spin the wheel again, or you can do your alternate meal plan. So when you're going to spin the wheel, we're going to just spin it.
Now, Mrs. Shibboleth, what you said was not correct.
Uh-oh.
Earth is playing with your brain.
It is, I tell you.
No one has to do steps. No one. However, if they got 15,000 steps the day before and they spin the wheel of destiny and they don't like what they got, they get a free spin.
I'm sorry, I thought that's what I said.
Oh, I am sorry if I misunderstood. There is probably a transmission interruption because of the frequency and vibration that we're in.
We must have a little trouble with the transmission, so that's okay. That's okay. That's good. But yes, the steps aren't required, but it's a benefit if you want to spin again. So my wow challenge for tomorrow would be Bella the bell pepper and Sarah save the cows. So I can take a look at this one and see what it looks like again. However, I've accepted it. So I am going to go back over to my challenge tabs, close this bar out, refresh my page, and I have this one set up. Whoops, I'm sorry. Excuse me. This is going to show in your journal tab now. So you don't have anything to select here anymore. This is still just all of the options. So in order to see this one, if you go to your journal and you don't remember what you signed up for tomorrow, then you can go to your journal and then click on Wow Challenges here. And you can see your Wow Challenge for tomorrow is Bella the bell pepper and Sarah save the cows. So this is going to be my Wow Challenge for tomorrow. It will show up in my challenges and exercises for tomorrow. So that's how you do it. I can show you how it looks straight from your journal. You can do this very same thing right from your journal. But if you wanted to cut in here, and maybe I don't need to do that, Mr. Shibboleth, you just let me know.
Each day they will have to remember and be mindful to mark whether they on the honor system completed that wow challenge or not. If they do not journal and mark that challenge as completed, the system will automatically tap them out. This is a no holiday 7-day challenge.
And please disregard the dates on these right now. It does not start today. It starts August the 1st. I am only putting that date there so that I can. Sorry?
This is only a demo.
It's only a test, only a demo.
We'll be guiding them to where they need to go in the class notes, but this is a demo. Right.
So we've got some other wow challenges in this other in the other super slim down. And you know what? I bet our developer, he's a slick one. So I would have to log into a different account because I've already signed up. I've already spun the wheel. So it's not going to even let me, even though I chose a different challenge. So if you're in one.
Is this Shibboleth? Let's go. Just follow my lead, please. Go to the challenge. We don't want to confuse these earthlings. Go to the challenge tab. Scroll down a little. Okay, right here's where you will be selecting. Okay, so you have 3 different pathways. Number 1, those of you that want to spend 7 days detoxifying, you will choose Bella the Bell Pepper Detox Wow Challenge. Your wow challenges will be different than the other 2 groups because you are focused on detoxification. There will be a herbal cleanse kit that you will need to get to work with and to utilize during the 7-day Bella the Bell Pepper Detox Wow Challenge. So if you're not going to do the detox, you don't want to choose that pathway. At the top, you have the Shibboleth Original Gangster, not Gangster, Miss Shibboleth. The Original Gangster Challenge. These are all of your old favorite wow challenges. Some of them that have been popularized by Kim Dankey and Patricia Hurt and other notable superheroes on planet Shibboleth. So there's no detoxification required. It's just wow challenges that our family is very familiar with. Then you have the new one, Shibboleth Superhero Slimdown, the Discipline Challenge. Here you will find mostly all clean supplementation. If you utilize the supplementation, it's mostly all clean. There is emphasis, but not a requirement, on taking peak performance. So here's how I would choose. If you do not want to detoxify and you do not want to enhance your 7-day journey with metabolic boosting supplements, you should choose the Original Gangster. There's nothing required there but food. If you want to step up, have a full body transformation, really boost the metabolism, you should choose Shibboleth Superhero Slimdown. If you want to detoxify, you should choose Bella the Bell Pepper Detoxification Pathway. Now, if we can stop this broadcast for a moment, Mrs. Shibboleth, and look for questions. See how concise I am? Boom.
You're a pro. You're a professional.
Now, let's answer any questions that you may have. Keep in mind, you will get class notes. You will get this recording. Can you give a bit more info on the supplements required for the second option? I can. There's no supplements required. There's none. However, it is much urged that you consume or take peak performance to supplement your needs and to boost your metabolism, or you take metabolic nutrition system, something to boost that metabolism and to fill any nutrient deficiencies that you may have. There are also many products that are listed there that will be very helpful in your journey, such as the Attain Crave Check Shake, such as the GC Control Shake, such as the ProFlex Bar, such as the Attain Crave Checker Bar. So you'll have a lot of those new clean supplements that we've been talking about. The Bella the Detox Challenge is going to be centered around the 10-day reset kit from Advocare. But I have made a way for everyone who's just not into that. And they just want to do the good old-fashioned regular plan without the supplementation. That's the OG challenge. We didn't want to leave anyone out. What if I cannot go shopping daily? Will I be able to stock up in advance on all the ingredients I would need when I spin the wheel? Absolutely. You'll want to make sure that you choose wisely your alternate wow challenge. If you have to do that daily, then you have to do that daily. If you spin that wheel and it lands on something that you can't do and you're not willing to eat air, you can reach out to us and let us know that you just could not afford some of those ingredients, and we'll let you do your alternate challenge. You should know by now that we always make a way, but people look for a way out. They don't look for a way in. That is the problem with humans. We don't look. It is just as easy to talk ourselves into something as it is to talk ourselves out of something, but we prefer to talk ourselves out of something. There will always be a way on the 7-day challenge for you to exhibit self-discipline. I believe there are plenty of pathways here for every willing and wanting heart. For some people, you may not be ready. This is a good thing to think about right here. If you have hesitation, you should not be doing this challenge because you will not complete it. Hesitation means you are not ready. When there is no hesitation, most likely you are ready. You could do a 36-hour fast. Of course, you can eat air anytime you want to eat air, assuming you're under a doctor's care and your doctor approves of you eating air. Air has no calories. In fact, we consume much of it every single day. We know that this is not for everybody because we know that we have people that are looking for a magic pill. This is not a magic pill. This is a work program. And it's okay that you're looking for a magic pill. You've searched the world over and thought you found true love. You met another and you were gone. So we know, we understand, we get it. Okay, once I spin the wheel and have my 15,000 steps and don't want that first spin, will it automatically let me spin my second spin? That is the way we are programming it. That is correct. Shirley says, I don't eat shrimp. Why would you have to eat shrimp, Miss Shirley? Could you explain that to me? Because I am puzzled. Anyone else? Any other questions? There is a saying on your planet, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Shrimp is not required.
Diane is asking because of celiac disease, she cannot have some of the ingredients in Healthwise hot chocolate. Could I have Coco Ringa hot chocolate by itself?
Yes, you can. That is on the list.
In one of the WOW challenges, if it's a replacement?
Well, we can choose the alternate, and based upon some of these private messages we're getting, we may have to let them have their alternate meal plan every day if they want it, because I'm getting plenty of stuff over here privately that I have this disease and that disease and this disease and that disease and this disease and that disease. So on the honor system, if that's the case, then we'll have to let them do their alternate meal plan every day. So we will adjust the rules and we will allow you.
Now, Mr. Shibboleth, now you know I don't like it when you adjust the rules.
We got about 20 people over here that they are claiming that they just cannot do this because they have all these underlying issues. So
that's okay. This is going to be fun.
I am spoken. If they had, because we don't want to give them any excuses. No excuses.
Yes, understood.
So I want to take all excuses away from reasonable people. So if they want to eat the same meal plan every single day for 7 days, then so be it. So be it.
That is true. If it is the same alternate every day.
If they're not willing, if they're not going to do the will of destiny, and they're not going to do a meal plan that they themselves selected, then I don't think they're ready for this challenge.
Right.
Do you agree, Mrs. Shibboleth?
Yes, I agree.
For example, if my alternate was a hot cup of kettle and fire bone broth in the morning, and then one of those delicious recipes, like one of those delicious chicken lettuce wraps in the evening, and I selected that, and I don't like what the will of destiny says, and I don't like my own selection, am I really ready for weight loss? I doubt it. That is correct. Terry's looking for a way in and not for a way out. If I'm right, can you eliminate something on the WOW challenge that you can have and just eat air? That is correct. Anything on the WOW challenge that you don't want to eat, you can eat air instead. Very good. I like Terry. She is moving to the frequency of vibrancy of overcoming food addiction. I love it. It's only 1 week, folks. Is there anyone else? Would there be another?
You are
sorry that I overruled in that situation, but somebody had to take the lead there. Usually you do. You usually wear the pants in the Mr. Shibboleth household, but right now I need to.
Usually I don't get involved too much in challenges, but I think a challenge is a challenge. And
oh my goodness, I did not mean to interrupt you. There must be a little bit of a delay. Tina Smith is down 130 pounds. She has several severe autoimmune diseases, but has yet to come across a Shibboleth menu item that she couldn't do. Wow.
Wow, that was worth interrupting. There's not much worth interrupting me for, but that was okay. That was good. That's awesome. Congratulations, Tina. Wow.
Talking herself into it. What else can you drink? In each WOW challenge, that is all listed for you. You can have water or any other Shibboleth approved beverage that is near 0 calories or 0 calories. Anyone else?
How will you will be sending out a follow-up, a newsletter that has all of these WOW challenges listed in it?
No, we will be sending out links that they can click and go to the challenge that they need to go to see the resources.
I don't think they can see the resources until they sign up for the challenge. So
I see.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. I see.
Yes.
I guess I'll have to do extra work.
So we can help to do that. Basically, we can tell you that in the detox, we decided to go ahead and put all of the bell pepper challenges in there because Mr. Shibboleth wanted to give you plenty of options. So we've got all of the Bella, anyone that says Bella. In the challenge that is for the superheroes discipline challenge, that one is going to have anyone that begins with Mela, M-E-L-A, Mela. Now you can go to the WOW challenge section and look at all of those. Now in the other, let me see if I can screen share and I can show you. Sorry.
Something again. I'm really worried about this group. Let me ask the group as a whole. If there is this much hesitation, is the individual ready? That does not make the individual a bad person. But if there is this much hesitation over 1 week of eating less instead of more, is this person ready to exercise self-discipline? Something to think about. Carol asked, are freebie veggies allowed? They are not unless they are listed on the WOW challenge. If they are not listed on the WOW challenge, they are not allowed. This is a self-discipline challenge where we are working on stopping the grazing. Grazing is a problem. Even when you're grazing on freebies that don't hurt you, you're still developing the habit of grazing between eating episodes. You may continue, Mrs. Chabot.
I can just share here really quickly and just tell you what's going to be on. We only have 7 of these so far. So before the night's out, we'll have it in all of them in here. There's enough here that can get you through the week though, but we will likely add about 4 or 5 more. And this is some of the ones that are some of the favorite WOW challenges. You've got it Beverly Ump, Beverly Hills Hollywood Body. You've got the Brain Crisp bread, hot chocolate and hemp bars, a Halo Top ice cream, pancakes and Chick-fil-A, Tuna Helper and Halo Top and ice cream. With this heat wave that Earth is experiencing, we figure ice cream would be good for this challenge. Wafers, high protein wafer and cabbage roll or chili dinner, high protein wafer and Mexican dinner, a high protein wafer and a dinner of your choice. There's going to be some other hot chocolate challenges on here. There's going to be other ones that most of these all have a challenge with typically, if you haven't done WOW challenges before, you typically have a really challenge type of meal for breakfast and lunch, and then dinner is a like regular food. And I apologize, I'm going to mute myself because there's background noise, and you can continue, Mr. Shibboleth.
I think you did fine there. That is your regular OG challenge, the regular stuff. You can see it's like shakes, real food. And then you have the other 2 challenges. You have the detox challenge. Anything that's listed Bella the Bell Pepper, you can go ahead and look at those. Go to the WOW challenge section, please, Mrs. Chabot. Right there, yes. For the other 2 challenges, it's real easy. Anything that's listed as Bella the Bell Pepper is going to be on the Wheel of Destiny for the detox challenge. Anything that's listed as Mela the Bell Pepper or Mr. Shibboleth is going to be on the Wheel of Destiny for the Mr. Shibboleth challenge. So it's easy to go ahead and look. We'll link them up in the class notes, but it's easy to go ahead and get a jump start on it if you want to figure out your strategy tonight. There's plenty of options, and if you don't like what the Wheel of Destiny spits out and you've got 15,000 steps, you can spin it again. If you still don't like it, you can choose to do your pre-selected WOW challenge that no one here should have a problem with. For example, I'm already seeing the private, so we got to buy all this stuff. Okay. Well, you got to eat something. So let's say that you only wanted your grocery store. Could you have a cup of berries for an eating episode? And then for dinner, one of those recipes. I don't understand, my friends. Could you do that? Let's say, I don't want to get any of that stuff, Mr. Shibboleth. So I can't do it. That's what I'm seeing over here privately. So, what if you chose something from here? For example, 2 eggs for an eating episode, and then one of those dinners, one of those recipes that we went over. Now, you might have to do it every day if you don't like anything that the will of destiny gives you, but that's on you. Would it kill you for 7 days to have 2 scrambled eggs and grilled chicken skewers? Would that kill you? I don't think so. Another example that you could have.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Sounds pretty good. You could have a Mighty Muffin for an eating episode. You get that at your grocery store or the Super Walmart. And then for dinner, you could have an open-face Shibboleth approved sandwich. So there is no way out of this other than, which is nothing wrong with this. That's just where you're at and what you prefer right now. There's nothing wrong with saying there's plenty on this challenge that I could have, but I am not ready to exhibit self-discipline. Next week is a tough week for me, and I don't prefer this next week. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't say you can't do it. When you speak that into the universe, I can't do it, you are furthering your lack of self-confidence and your belief in yourself, because anyone with a willing and wanting heart could do this. You just don't prefer it. Just say it. I don't prefer it. Great challenge. Don't prefer it at this time. Don't say I cannot do it. Patricia Hurt says, so do not do the challenge. A challenge is a challenge. Just do regular Shibboleth. That's why she is a black belt on Planet Shibboleth. Anyone else? Okay, now Diane, I'm going to spin and hope there is enough I'm able to eat. I get near fatality sick. So let's don't do this. Let's stick to regular Shibboleth, Miss Diane. Please. This is not, we put too much work and effort into this for you to get sick and pass away on us. So let's don't get fatally sick. Let's stick with regular Shibboleth. Sometimes we have to listen to the black belts on Planet Shibboleth like Patricia Hurt. You will do just fine with regular Shibboleth. And if you're just wanting to do the will of destiny, well, in coming weeks, maybe in a month or two, we'll do something else with the will of destiny that's different than this. But right now, we put too much work into this one to change it and alter it more so. No one should get fatally sick. Is there anyone else?
I think that someone asked earlier, and you may have answered it already, but someone asked, so I guess there's no eating out on this challenge, and not necessarily so, because you can see, as you saw, there are some WOW challenges where you can have Chick-fil-A or Zaxby's, or I think even possibly a restaurant grilled chicken. And so,
but wait a minute, does this person eat out 3 times a day? Because if they don't eat out 3 times a day, they get 2 eating episodes on their alternate days. And there's plenty of grilled chicken. There's plenty of lettuce in those recipes, more than 45 recipes. So you would choose wisely, and you would think, well, I eat out a lot, so I'm going to make sure that I choose one of the recipes with grilled chicken. Does everybody understand? Want to make sure you understand. Choose wisely. Now, you may look at the recipes and think, I want the spaghetti, I don't want the grilled chicken. Can't do that. That's against the rules. This is a discipline challenge. If you're someone who eats out a lot, choose wisely. Make sure that you choose something that you can get anywhere. Could you get grilled chicken at McDonald's? Certainly. Could you get grilled chicken at the Mexican restaurant? Certainly. Could you get grilled chicken at the Applebee's? Certainly. This is a discipline challenge. We have thought it through, and there's no way out for reasonable people who want to exercise self-discipline for 1 week and lose up to 10 pounds in 1 week. Terry got me. She says no grilled chicken. There's always something, isn't there? I guess if you go to McDonald's and eat some lettuce. Anyone else? How many people will be doing this challenge? Do we even have enough to go through with it? I'm beginning to be worried about that, Mrs. Shibboleth. We have some finicky eaters, I tell you.
I see. I think that they will probably feel better once they can see what's on these challenge lists. But I think that for this group, if somebody wants to, I can share this screen one more time, because right now all of the WOW challenges are set for the gangsta. So let's see. We can probably well, we'll send this out to everybody. So there's several different ones on here that are on this challenge. So it's we added Mexican chicken soup. We added mighty muffins and fish. We added the tuna helper and halo and ice cream, which I did tell you that. Zaxby's grilled chicken salad with mighty muffin, a high protein dinner of choice. There's several different options here. So hopefully something here will work for anybody. And don't forget that you don't have to choose it the night before. You can choose it the morning before. So you can have the day to prepare if you don't have the things that you need. Of course, some of these things that you might have to order, but even if you do something, the alternate meal plan, you can get that to have on hand. So don't forget.
Well, my inbox is already full over here, Mrs. Shibboleth. I've got a lot to think about.
Well, this will be fun. And you can sign up tonight for one of them. And if you do sign up and you decide that's not the one that you want to do, you just let our team know and we'll switch you out to a different one. But remember to sign up for the challenge. You've got to post a before and then a before picture, a front and a side picture. And again, if you don't have that picture, or if you want to, if you're not comfortable posting a picture, then just put a picture of your dog or your flowers or something like that, and you'll be able to go ahead and get in there and see it. But let's decide, do, done. And these challenges, right, they start on August 1st. So you'll be able to register for it tonight, but you'll start August 1st. Which to choose, Pam, which to choose? I know they're all a lot of fun options on them.
Just remember, if you choose the detox, it's the Bell of the Bell Pepper Wow challenges. You can start looking those over. If it's the Mr. Shibboleth challenge, it's the Mel of the Bell Pepper ones. And then the other ones are going to be on the OG challenge.
That's right. But I'm looking forward to not really knowing the next day. It's sort of it's a surprise, and it's already going to be planned for me, and I'm just going to go spin the wheel, and it's like a roulette, and whatever I get, and I think that's going to add a lot of fun. And let's just have a victory over one day of doing something really crazy, like eating ice cream all day. Crazy. So let's just have fun with it. This is a fun challenge. I mean, you got a fun guy. I don't know which side he's on for you, but he's over there for me. So we got a pretty fun guy to host it. So it's going to be fun.
Just have fun with it. Think like that. What is that Earthling show called? Survivor, right? Survivor.
That's right.
Survivor show. Isn't that what it's called? Survivor. That's it.
Survivor.
So if you were on the Survivor TV show for 30-something days, you'd have to eat what they gave you. So it's the will of death.
You'd have to hunt for what you got to eat. So yeah, you have this will be fun, and don't take it too seriously. If you don't see something on here that you don't like, I think that there's plenty of options. Just have fun with it. Challenge yourself a little bit, push yourself a little bit further to to give it a try. Give it your
Well,
best effort.
I've already selected mine, and I wouldn't mind doing it for 7 days. I would have Simply Fit nut clusters with unsweetened almond milk and some hemp flakes. Delicious eating episode. Then for dinner, I would have me one of those amazing recipes like the spaghetti. How could I go wrong? It's just awesome. So if the wheel of destiny orders my steps in a direction that I don't want to go, I have a default to. Or I might get a surprise, and it might be an amazing wow challenge that I love and I enjoy doing it. So there's ways to look at this thing.
Cindy, if
Is
you
there
didn't see,
anyone else?
Cindy's asking, how do I find the food list? So we'll be sending out a follow-up to this tomorrow, and you'll be able to
Class
see it.
notes will go out tomorrow. Sorry. And let's be clear, because they're going to get class notes, Mrs. Shibboleth. Sorry. Let me try to simplify this for everybody. We're complicating it, I think. Let me know if I'm wrong. I think we're complicating it. Let me explain. I understand why it's complicated, because there's 3 pathways. Real easy. Listen up. Let me do this. Let me show you. Here's how easy it is. Not fair to Mrs. Shibboleth, because I put it together. So I put it together expertly. Sorry, Mrs. Shibboleth. Please don't be mad. You still rule the rules. So we go in to our resources. Everybody watching? Is everybody watching? Step 1. Here's how you figure out which pathway you want to take. Click challenges. Click the wow challenges. First, if you want to do the detox challenge, any wow challenge that's labeled Bella the Bell Pepper Challenge can potentially be on the wheel any given day. And it will show up randomly, or based upon your belief system, maybe God ordered it. So you will want to look through those and find enough overlap that if whatever comes up, you would be able to do it, even if a few times you have to skip a meal. So if you're doing the detox challenge, these are all of your selections. If one of them comes up and you don't have the inventory, or you refuse to do it, then you will opt for your default to wow challenge. Does that make sense so far? So here's how Mr. Shibboleth makes decisions. If I think to myself, I do not want to do this detox challenge, I don't like it, then I move to the next one. The next one is the new Mr. Shibboleth challenge, the superhero challenge. So any wow challenge that is labeled Mela the Bell Pepper or Mr. Shibboleth, because they're still adding them. Any that say Mela the Bell Pepper or Mr. Shibboleth, those are part of that challenge and will show up on that wheel of destiny. If the wheel points to one that you don't want to do, then you can opt for your pre-selected chosen one. Next, there is the OG challenges. All of the ones that do not have any of the bell peppers on them or Mr. Shibboleth, like avocado, Tracy's avocado. The Bio Coffee, Mighty Bio Coffee 2, number 2, breakfast for dinner. Cantaloupe, Sharon's Cantaloupe. So you can look through those. It won't be the jacks. It'll just be the ones that have the wow on them. So you can start kind of looking and thinking it through. And during the week, we will have some strategy sessions so that you can choose wisely and be prepared for next Tuesday. It's not like you have to go buy a bunch of stuff. In fact, if you really think about this, you won't have to buy as much for this challenge as you have for other challenges. You will find enough overlap in the challenges so that no matter what comes up, you have a shot at it. But if something comes up you don't want to do, you just go to your default to. That's how it works. That's how we make decisions. We organize it in our mind. one step at a time. It's like a flow chart. I don't want to do that one. All right. Do you want to do? I don't want to do that one either. I don't want to do any of those. Do you want to do the alternate wow challenge every day for 7 days? Because you could do that. No, I don't want to do that either. Then do regular Shibboleth. Did I simplify that for everyone? I hope so. Sorry, Mrs. Shibboleth. Trying to bring some focus and clarity to the situation. Check your promotion folders, your spam folders tomorrow. You will have class notes and you can start looking through these with a little more focus.
Now, the alternate meals, the alternate plans, they have to choose their alternate plan prior to the challenge starting. Where will those be listed? Will they have to choose them from? Is that an honor system sort of thing?
That's an honor system sort of thing. We will have one wow challenge that has all of this on it. And then it'll be just called alternate wow challenge. And they will choose in advance what their alternate wow challenge will be. There has to be some discomfort. You can't choose something different every single day, or there would be no discomfort, because this is actually a beautiful meal plan. Lots of food. We want to make it somewhat challenging, and we want to make it so they can have some fun with the wheel of destiny.
Yes, and the great thing about this is that there is this, we're going to do this challenge again. So even if you choose one that you're not sure if you can get everything in time that you might want to have, or you've got some shopping to do before then we will do this again. But Earthlings, we can lose up to 7 pounds, or did you say 10? Up to 10 pounds in a week? I mean, it's worth eating some air for a little bit, and maybe some ice cream for breakfast, air for lunch, chicken breast for dinner, broccoli. It's going to be fun. So don't look at this as, oh my gosh, I've got to eat this way for the rest of till I lose all of my weight, or till I die. You're just going to do this for 7 days. So we can do anything for 7 days.
Correct.
Hi, Miss Patricia. We love you and miss you. Our wow challenge queen. And
All
yes,
right.
they'll be listed in the morning with the class notes. And as soon as we can get a link to this video, we'll have that available. But I know the most important thing to everybody is the food. So we'll get that to you as soon as possible. That's right, Chris. We got this. Absolutely.
All right, everybody, before we go tonight, remember, up, up, and away. Let's look up. Let's live with some daily self-discipline, exercise it, develop it, have fun. Remember, tonight at 8 p.m., I will be going live with a masterclass fast track. And at 9 p.m., I will go live with influencer training. So hope to see some of you there tonight. Thank you, Mrs. Shibboleth. It was a lot of hard work. I drove you crazy today, but you were a real trooper. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thanks to our team for helping you throw this together. We've got a lot to add to these sections, so it's all going to get there. It's all going to be there. It's all going to be taken care of. So
good night, all. Talk to you soon.
Good night, everybody.